I thought you were dead.
My death was greatly exaggerated.
My life is complicated.
There's a party tonight at the Sigmas. Want to come?
Okay, before I actually start talking about the show, I thought I should give you some backstory on it. You see, this show was originally supposed to be an adaptation of the Ultimate Spider-Man comics, but after the success of a certain movie that came out, they immediately ditched it even though they had an entire pilot ready to go. And instead, they made a show that was going to be a direct continuation of the Spider-Man 2002 movie. But of course, us fans don't consider this an actual continuation, but instead a series in its own universe. Now that that's out of the way, let's actually start talking about the show. Okay, let's get the obvious out of the way and talk about the animation. I know the animation doesn't hold up to today's standards, but you gotta admit, when this was made, it was revolutionary. Plus, it's even more impressive when you realize the computers that they had to work with. I know sometimes the characters can look stiff and like they have no soul, but it's not ugly to look at, mainly because of the lighting and shading, especially in the third episode. That episode looks so good, mainly because of all the lighting. Okay, let's talk about the characters now. Harry actually isn't annoying, which is a huge refresher since the 2017 show did him way too dirty. MJ is kind of annoying in some episodes, but she's okay overall. And I also like how Peter feels like a different character than Spider-Man. Peter sounds awkward and nerdy, while Spider-Man sounds confident and cool.
Honor us with his presence this afternoon.
Wouldn't bet on it.
It's like he's turning into you.
I don't know what he's up to. He's never home. He says he's at the library or something. Like he even knows where that is.
Think we should be worried?
I don't know who you are, lady, but Take a Swipe at Spidey Days ended last month. It was just a short promotional offer.
I really like how they feel like actual characters. Also, before we move on, can I just say that I really like the Spidey jokes and the adult jokes that are thrown in here?
That?
I'll make it so worth your while.
Count me in. Oops. That never happens.
Okay, let's get into the villains now. Most of the villains are original villains, even though they're based off already existing villains, but it's whatever. There are some original comic book villains scattered in here, like Lizard, Kraven the Hunter, Silver Sable, Wilson Fisk, Flash Thompson, and Black Cat.
Hi, I'm Cheyenne.
Okay, never mind. The Shikata episode is definitely one of my favorites, mainly because of the action sequences. And of course, who could forget the Electro episodes? Anyone who was younger and watched this show definitely had some sort of trauma because of these Electro episodes. Now, to anyone who doesn't know this show, sadly it got cancelled. And when I say that, you probably wonder, well, I wonder how it ended. And that's what I'm going to tell you right now.
I don't want to cause any more pain here. I can't live with that burden any longer. So it's time for me to say goodbye, Spider-Man.
And that's it. There's no more. That's it. That's how the show ends.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Okay, there was originally some plans to make a season 2 for the show, but the MTV just didn't want to continue the show, so it got canceled. And from what I remember, we never saw this guy in Across the Spider-Verse, so I guess that really was the end of Spider-Man the New Animated Series.